teens and young adults rank not recycling more immoral than viewing porn. So for them, not recycling is, oh my God, this is bad, but viewing porn, whatever. That's okay. No, it can't be,
Yeah.
it can be something not serious.
Yes, no,
Maybe
not at all.
because they can be exposed to that way too early.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
so keep an open communication with your.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm Veronique.
And I'm Sylvia,
Welcome to the High Vibes and Mind podcast.
where multicultural moms connect.
Hi everyone, we're back for a podcast. This is Veronique and Sylvia. How are you today, Sylvia?
Doing good, Veronique. How are you?
I'm great. So today we're going to talk about how to raise our kids in that digital age that we're living in. This is really, really hard. I know a lot of parents have this kind of issue. I have it. I'm sure you have it. And it's really hard to set boundaries with screen time and everything, and phones and the pressure for kids to have a phone, stuff like that. So maybe we can, see if we can follow some guidelines and help each other. So I think the first one, depending on, of course, depending on your kid's age, of course, we have to set, boundaries and guidelines. So for us, it was very hard to set screen time at the beginning because I think we introduced a screen to my daughter, my oldest, too early. And that's the mistake I'm not going to do with the baby one. Okay. She's not going to have a screen for a long time. So my first one, it's first kid, you don't really know what you're doing. And I think it was the beginning of the iPad, it was just the beginning of everything, all those iPad and stuff. So she was already like watching like cartoon and stuff on the iPad, I think when she was 4 or 5, something like that. And we can feel she got addicted very quickly, because when you remove the iPad, she was throwing a tantrum, rolling on the floor, getting crazy. And I was like, and I can see her head was really hot also. And I went, wait a minute, it's really doing something to her, But I don't think at that time people were really talking about it. And now it's really, really, so we're trying to, so now we have the system where it just lock after a certain time. So my husband give her I think 4 hours per day, and I think it's already too much. I think 2 hours should be right enough. But with time now we see that she's using it less and less because she's doing other stuff, thank God. But so I think setting a timer, screen limit time. And also, some area in the house should be like technology, tech free. You shouldn't use your phone, for instance, when we have dinner or when we have lunch. I don't want to see you on your phone. None of us, right? None of us. Sometimes we're at the restaurant and Pascal wants to take his phone out, and I'm like, no. We're having lunch. All of us, we need to talk to each other. I don't even pull up my phone. You don't need that phone. So. Right at the table, no phone. Bedroom also, we don't have. I remember when we first met, we had a TV in our bedroom. No more, no TV in the bedroom. I don't want a TV in the bedroom. She doesn't have a TV in her bedroom. No computer either. And the only thing I think that's saving us right now is that she asked for a Kindle. I don't know why. Because she likes to read, so that's good. And she's like, oh, I really want to read on a Kindle. So now she always I think because it's like a computer, maybe. So, she's reading on a computer, so she thinks it's better. And just recently she picked up on crochet. I don't know how you say that in English. So she likes to do crochet. She's just starting doing that. So you know what? As long as it keeps you away from a computer, away from a phone, do your crochet, read your books. I like it.
Yeah. Especially like tablets, small devices.
Yeah.
When you're just like glued to that. If you let them, they're going to stay for hours and hours. So sure, they have no clue what's going on. So it's just like so addictive to see that screen. But
Make them
here,
crazy.
and they go crazy. Yeah, like Connor, for instance, he's like 5, turning 5, and we have
Mm.
like this little tablets. Like just now, he learned how to use it, and if you let him, he's gonna stay a long time. And then you pull it out of him, he's like like he gets pissed. I'm like, you're not gonna use this. No, like one thing is like to watch things on TV, like cartoons on TV, because Michael, it was more like TV. Like Michael, in our case, it was the opposite. Like since he was the first, he had like less access to those things. We
Oh
actually
yeah.
didn't give any of that to him for like the longest time. But he had kind of like
Hmm.
TV, but no like tablets or anything like that. But now
Yeah.
Connor, since they have the tablets that they use, but most of the time it's out of batteries, they don't know how to charge it. So and then they're like, "Where's the charger?" I'm like, "I don't know. I don't know where it is." They're like, whatever, okay, and then they start watching TV. But since Connor sees them, so he's like, I want it too, you know. So I feel like the youngest gets more temptation from the oldest ones, because they see
Yeah.
them doing it and they want it too. So it's like another thing that's like, oh god, they have to worry about. But I just try like we just have one computer in the like you have like notebooks, things like that, laptops, but just one computer that they were trashing my computer, as I was telling you earlier. That is a desktop computer that they're using for their Roblox. I'm like, you're not gonna touch my computer ever again, because
I
they're
know,
like
right?
making a mess, destroying, like making it all sticky and gross. But it's hard for me. Like it's easy, like the tablet to say no, but like the TV is
Yeah.
like what saves me. Like okay, like watch a movie, like something like on any show for kids, so that I can do my thing. But sometimes I even like I turn it off because I know like they spend way more time than they should be on TV,
Yeah.
especially in the
Yeah.
summertime. And I'm like, okay, like just go do something, go outside, go play, go do something together. Sometimes I just have to do it, turn it off, and let them go, like force them go outside. No, but like I don't get it. Like you have a trampoline to play, you have like this, like they can play basketball, they can do so many things. Why are you inside? Why don't you leave the house? Can you please just get out and go
Because
outside?
it's like you get
Oh god.
hypnotized by those images, those screen. You get hypnotized by this. Even I'm way too much on my screen, on my phone and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
And
Yeah.
I said that before on another podcast. My baby daughter, when she wakes up in the morning, the first thing she does, she hands me my phone. That's the first
Yes,
thing
I
she
remember
does.
that.
We wake up, she hands me my phone, and she's still doing it. So I'm like, oh my god, I'm trying not to have the phone with her, but she's still doing it. So that's not good.
Yeah, so no, not a good sign.
That's
Like,
not a good
okay,
sign
mommy.
at all.
Yeah, it's tough,
Um,
but work in
something,
progress.
yeah, work in progress. Yeah, something else we can do also is encourage them, to have open communication with us. Tell us, what they see when they go online. They're not supposed to see. I mean, my daughter, she has an account. I think it's 13, something like that. No more than
Hmm.
13 years old. So she's not supposed to see anything, but you don't know what the friends, because some of her friends, they already have a phone, which I'm
Mm,
against personally. She's 10. She doesn't need a freaking phone. And she won't
yeah.
have a phone until she goes to high school anyway. Even she asked me, but like, she's like, can we have I have a phone when I'm in middle school? I'm like, we'll see, but I'm just lying. She's not going to get one.
Yeah.
So she doesn't need one. But I don't know what her friends are showing her, on their phone. If they have data and stuff, they can go on the internet. They can go. Some parents, they just give them
Oh,
this thing over there.
yeah.
And so that remind me of one of my friends was really worried about that because she has a teen. So her daughter is starting high school next year, and she was getting worried about that, the pressure to have a phone. Her daughter was asking for a phone. She was very worried about that, so she organized that group with other moms. We did that for like 4 or 5 months. I don't remember, like once a month on Wednesday night we were meeting, and it was called so it was kids and screen time technology use parents to study group. So we did a study group, and she was presenting slides and stuff from this company called Screen Sanity, which I recommend. I will put it in the show notes. I recommend to everybody. It was so good, so interesting. And they give you a lot of tools, a lot of stuff, to keep your kids safe. And something I think I'm going to do for my daughter, because she's harassing me for a phone, And that's what my friend did. She gave, her kids a phone with no data. It's like, those Nokia that we have back in
Yeah,
the days.
that's
You
perfect.
can, yeah, you can call. She's because she's in middle school. You can call, you can text, and that's it. You don't need to go on anything.
Yeah,
And so they have all those tools they give you, and so they show how to get, like, how to strip down, a smartphone, which was really good. And they have these things called a gizmo watch. So it's like a watch, but they cannot go online. But they think they have like a smartwatch or something, but they cannot go online. So they have a lot of tools you can use. And it was really interesting. So I kept all the information she gave me, because when I'm going to need it, I'm going to use it. And also something, when I was saying kids, they can see anything, she gave us like a slide saying that teens and young adults rank not recycling more as more immoral than viewing porn. So for them, not recycling is, oh my god, this is bad, but viewing porn, yeah, whatever. That's okay. No, no, it can't be,
yeah,
it can be something not serious.
yes, no,
Maybe
not at all.
because they can be exposed to that way too early.
Yeah,
So,
for
yeah,
sure.
so keep an open communication with your kids, and to see, what people are showing them, what do they see, because sometimes something can slide through those YouTube cartoons, or that's supposed to be for.
Yes, uh-huh,
Sometimes
yes.
something can slide,
There's
and
always, yeah, I've caught a few. Like
you
that's why
did,
I don't like them watching YouTube anymore. Say like, okay, like
yeah,
anything that's like those kids platforms, with cartoons, because they love Pokemon. Looks like Pokemon is a trending
mm-hmm.
now again. So like they all want to watch like YouTube channels about Pokemon, but there's a lot of like teenager channels too, that they end up finding. So I'm like, no,
Mm-hmm.
no, because those
Yeah.
teenagers. There was one like these teenager boys with their like super hot girlfriends, like wearing some like slutty clothes, like short, like their belly out. I'm like, turn this off right now. Like, turn this
Yeah,
thing off
yeah.
right now. Like, what are you watching? Like, these girls and the guy is like, no, this is not for
Inappropriate.
your age.
Yeah,
So now, no more YouTube. It's just like the kids platforms and that are like with the cartoons and movies, and
yeah.
that's it. You
That's all
know?
they need. They don't need
Yeah,
anything else. Yeah.
yeah. And so one thing that we can do, like you're saying before with the phone at night, is to model healthy technology use so that they can like see you and like, oh, okay, mommy doesn't use the
Yeah.
phone that much, because sometimes they're gonna say, well, how come you watching TV, or how come you
Yeah.
are doing this and I can't, So if they see you with the phone all the time, or they're gonna be like, I can do it too. So it's important to show them that we have to have like that balance. And I tell them a lot, like, you have to be careful, because have you realized that once you are in front of that screen, you just forget about eating, forget about going to the bathroom, you forget about life. Like, this is not
I
normal. It
know.
can't be like that. It's like an addictive thing that it's not good. So when it gets to that point, I just go like, okay, now we're gonna cut it off for a whole week. You're not gonna see anything until you get back to like normal, like, like you're able to take breaks and things like that. If not, no, and I don't know if they can realize now already, but I try to talk about those things and see if it gets in their
Yeah.
heads. And about like also like showing them how to use, if they want to watch something on YouTube, at least it's like something that they are learning. Like, I like the cook shows, like, that they have for kids
Mm-hmm.
sometimes. I had a
Yeah.
hard time finding them, actually. I just found like one kid, or like this girl that was like cooking things, and sometimes I get interested like in things like that. But I'm trying to think about things that is fun for them to watch, but they're actually learning. Or like if it's religious things, I like when it's like about, like
Mm-hmm.
Bible stories. Those are fun that they can
Yeah.
watch, and nice like sequence of stories, like something that
How
they're
about
learning that is positive.
making slime and stuff? Because Eden likes to watch
Mhm.
stuff like how to make slime. She loved doing all the time. She was like, oh, she's making slime, and she was that on. She has a YouTube channel for slime and stuff.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like making stuff. She like
Yeah.
that. Nice crochet. So she's doing crochet, but that slime lasted for a long time.
Yeah, so things like that. Yeah, that they at least they're learning something. You know,
Yeah.
that would be more fun than just like watching some random stuff like kids playing video games. Like you're
Oh,
watching another kid playing video
I
games.
don't
Like, what is that?
I
Please
don't get
explain
it.
to me.
I don't get it.
So yeah,
It's not
yeah.
and it's not only kids. Adults love to do that.
Oh yeah, to watch someone playing video games. Wow.
Yes, some people are rich because of that. They have convention playing video games for other people to watch them. They have convention.
Oh
And they
God.
are millionaires. They're making millions of dollars on YouTube. They're just very good at playing video games, and people are watching them.
Oh wow. So
So
now it makes sense in
yeah,
the end. If adults are
hmm
doing it,
adults are doing it. Yeah,
yeah, too much. Let's grow up,
crazy.
people, please.
I don't know. So for me, it's a complete waste of time. But oh well, who
Yeah.
am I to judge?
No, I think like at some point you have to grow up. So I'll judge. I think it's pathetic. Grown ass man playing video game you're in your 40s. Get a life.
Well,
Seriously.
I don't know. I don't know. If those are grown ass men. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe like
Well, there are
in their
some that
20s.
are. I'm sure there's some that do that. I am sure. You've seen it
I'm sure
all.
there is.
You've seen it.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah. So another thing would be, oh yeah, to like like when you encourage them to do different types of activities at home,
Go out.
so that they are not like during the summer for us is the swim teams that keep them away from screen or out of the house from like 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And they're there playing with their friends because once one is swimming, the other one is playing, and it's a back-to-back like lessons. They're just busy playing, like, trading Pokemon cards. Then they have like basketball practice or like like baseball, whatever. There's always something going on that keeps them busy. For us, like the swim teams, the swim season is great, and we're not gonna trade it for anything because we don't have to pay for other summer camps. It's so close to the house. They go and they're like getting very physical, like like swimming for an hour, and they can play with their friends every summer. And there are tons of activities that they do there as well, like a lot of fun activities that they do. So it's just perfect. I'm like, okay, sign me up. Especially when they're teenagers, they can work as assistants, like helpers there, helping the little kids. Something to keep them busy as well doing, So I think we just do like regular regular classes. That's it. But other parents do extra lessons and this and that. The whole,
go to the Olympics.
But they're definitely good, like with butterfly, like backstroke and like breaststroke.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why not? Getting fit, and it's a good thing to learn.
And it's a good skill to have. You need to know how to swim. I mean, it's very important.
Yes, especially like strong swimming. That if you're like happen to be in the sea, in the ocean, or like you need to have like a strong.
Because I'm not a strong swimmer. I can help myself, but I cannot. If you're drowning, you're on your own. I cannot help you. Pascal can. Pascal is a very good swimmer. But I'm not a good one. I'm like, I can help myself. That's it. But if somebody's drowning next to me, we're both dead.
Oh yeah.
Cannot help you.
It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna help you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely having them enrolled in different activities to keep them busy and away from technology. It's a great idea, great thing to do.
Yeah, also it's very important, of course, to teach them about the online safety. If you see something, say something. I know my daughter once, that's how I learned that something was slipping, into her account, even though it wasn't supposed to be there. She showed me once, I saw this person, she was doing blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, it wasn't porn or anything like that, but it was highly inappropriate. And so once, I think Pascal called that Peppa Pig cartoon, which wasn't Peppa Pig, because, no, it wasn't Peppa Pig. It was something like much different. So yeah, you have to be very careful and, teach them about safety. Definitely, that's why we recommend also that little study group that we did was really informative. Go online, find stuff.
A lot of
Mhm.
schools also offer that. They offer kind of like a mini course or
That's
a
true.
seminar, something like that you can go and learn. We did it.
Mhm.
Our school did it last year, and my husband went there and he said it was very good, very eye
Oh
opening.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like scary, very scary.
Something also I think I will, especially I think for girls, tell your kids that anything you put on in the internet is there forever.
Oh yeah.
So okay, don't. I mean, the day I'm gonna give her a phone, I hope it's gonna be in 5 years. Try to be very responsible and do not put yourself in there and saying whatever stupid stuff or showing whatever and sending it to a boy that you like, because that's gonna be on the internet forever. So
Yeah. So you
talk
gotta
to
be
like
careful.
open communication, and don't be scared to tell them the reality, the truth, all that stuff
Yes.
stuff happening every day.
Yes, for
Don't be
sure.
scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough world out there. So
Yeah,
gotta
it'd
be
be
well
ugly.
informed. Can be ugly.
Ugly world. So so thank you for listening to our podcast today. And if you have kids, let us know. What do you do? What do you do to protect them, teach them, guide them? You can leave us message, on our social media. We have a Facebook page where we're going to post some message about these clips. Don't be afraid to comment, and you can follow us on Facebook page, Instagram, and on the YouTube channel.
Yes, please share and let us know
Mhm.
what you think about this episode. Share with your friends and spread the word because we love having new people listening to our podcast, and we hope this is very useful for you.
Yeah,
All
hopefully.
right, guys.
Thank you.
So take care. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to High Vibes and a Mic. Until next time, laugh hard, stay silly, and never forget to bring your sense of humor. Please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.